Verse of the day. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 5 verse 3. Thought of the day. If the Sermon on the Mount is a fairly accurate view of things, what can we say then when Christian men vie with one another for place and position? Those present-day teachers who place the Sermon on the Mount in some other dispensation than this and so release the church from its teachings, little realize the evil they do. For the Sermon on the Mount gives in brief the characteristics of the kingdom of renewed men. The blessed poor who mourn for their sins and thirst after righteousness are true sons of the kingdom. In meekness they show mercy to their enemies, with guileless candor they gaze upon God, surrounded by persecutors they bless and curse not. In modesty they hide their good deeds. They go out of their way to agree with their adversaries and forgive those who sin against them. They serve God in secret in the depth of their hearts and wait with patience for His open reward. They freely surrender their earthly goods rather than use violence to protect them. They lay up their treasures in heaven. They avoid praise and wait for the day of final reckoning to learn who is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. If this is a fairly accurate view of things, what can we say then when Christian men vie with one another for place and position? What can we answer when we see them hungrily seeking for praise and honor? How can we excuse that passion for publicity that is so glaringly evident among Christian leaders? What about political ambition in church circles? What about the fevered palm that is stretched out for more and bigger love offerings? What about the shameless egotism among Christians? How can we explain the gross man-worship that habitually blows up one and another popular leader to the size of a colossus? What about the obsequious hand-kissing of moneyed men by those purporting to be sound preachers of the gospel? There is only one answer to these questions. It is simply that in these manifestations we see the world and nothing but the world. No passionate profession of love for souls can change evil into good. These are the very sins that crucified Jesus. Prayer of the day. Take away our love of the world, kind Father, and replace it with a love for you and your kingdom. Amen.